All right, let's get into some more soundtracks. They are never ending. All right, this first one is the soundtrack to the movie Return of the Living Dead. This is on Enigma Records. It has got a song by the Cramps that is just the best. Song by 45 Grave that is kind of heavy metal. TSOL song that's Flesh Eater song. It's okay. Rocky Erickson, this one's pretty good. It's got The Damned. It's okay. Tall Boys, can't even remember what that sounds like. The Jet Black Berries. I can't remember what that one sounds like either. SSQ, they do 2 songs. And I can't even remember them. But anyway, this is the Enigma version. And it's just got the Enigma stuff as far as a little label. And I've never seen this movie. I just have the record of it. But wait, there's more. I have another copy of Return of the Living Dead. This thing is exactly the same as what I just showed you, except for one difference. And it's kind of big. Or kind of a big difference. This vinyl is glow in the dark. Okay, that's the only difference. Well, it's on a different record label, which is Real Gone Music. Brings you Return of the Living Dead. You tell me if I should watch that movie. And it says it's limited to 500 copies. Alright, this isn't a soundtrack to a movie or a TV show. This is a soundtrack to a bar that I live next to called The Outer Limits. And this one isn't very good. Great album cover though. Very Outer Limits, the old TV show. In fact, let's put these back in the sleeves. So that I don't have a big job to do after the video. All right. Oh, this thing goes with the original one. I'll have to put it in there and or clip it down later. Okay. This is a Japanese animation movie called Wicked City. This soundtrack isn't any good. It is just a visual. I think the vinyl's green, and I think there's something in there. It doesn't matter. It just has a really cool front cover. And it's on Tiger Lab vinyl, which I don't even think that matters. All right. This is something that does matter. Huckleberry Hound, the Great Kellogg's TV show. This is a little soundtrack to a TV show that Kellogg cereal put on. Distributed by Screen Gems Incorporated, Hanna-Barbera. It's Huckleberry Hound, the old cartoon. I didn't even take it out of the little protective sleeve. Oh boy, here we go. Should I save the best for last? Should I make you wait through all of those to see this? Yes, I will. Because what I just had in my hands is, would be what they say a holy grail to some. I don't know what a holy grail is. But I do know that what I just had in my hands, I don't think you'll ever have in yours, unless you try really hard. and then you'll probably fail. I got damn lucky to get that. All right, let's get on to this great horror film themes, music from original motion picture soundtracks. And it's got songs from Nightmare Castle, Twins of Evil, The Tinder Dracula, Night of the Living Dead, and so on and so on. And would you look at this? Here's a ticket stub. I didn't know this was here. Damn. No kidding. I haven't seen this ticket stub in years. This is a ticket stub for Love and Rockets with special guests Jane's Addiction at the Artemis W. Ham Concert Hall, UNLV, Las Vegas, December 4th, 1987. Friday, 7:30 p.m. It doesn't have how much I paid. And this is main floor. I don't know if you can see that. Wow, I forgot I had this. I did go to this. I saw Jane's Addiction when they were a warm-up band. And I remember there were chairs in front of the stage, and some kid did a stage dive into the chairs. That's what I remember about this. And that the Jane's Addiction guy, he was wearing something that looked like striped pajamas. And Love and Rockets did their little thing. Anyway, wow. That was a long time ago. I don't have any Jane's Addiction or Love and Rockets records. Maybe I could buy a Jane's Addiction record. Love and Rockets really isn't my thing now. Although I am going to see the Bauhaus in Detroit. Sometime, I think September? Not sure. Anyway, I bought a ticket. I can tell you how much I paid. I'm kind of ashamed of that. Anyway, here we go! The Munsters, autographed by Eddie Munster. And these are songs from the little TV show. Soundtrack to the movie MASH. What a wonderful movie this is. What a wonderful soundtrack this is. It has songs and clips of audio from the movie where you can hear the actors saying their lines, and it is very, very funny. In the thrift store, if you see this for a couple of bucks, don't pass it up. Wonderful movie. All right, this is the soundtrack to the very, very wonderful movie Mississippi Burning. I can't suggest this enough. It's full of gospel songs, and I kind of skip those, but what is in between the gospel songs is a must-have. I'm not going to say any more. Go on Discogs, find this thing, pay the $15 and get it. And while you're at it, here, go down there. Buy the DVD. What a great movie that was. William Dafoe. Who else was in it? Gene Hackman. William Dafoe, Gene Hackman, and the guy, Billy Bibbit from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. What a great movie. All right, here we go. Greatest movie of all time. Soundtrack to King Kong. This thing is wonderful. Never pass it up. With this movie, you get romance. You get adventure. You get a long sea voyage to an island that a lot of people have never been to, but some people had. You get a monster, you get dinosaurs, you get King Kong, you get New York City, you get destruction. I can't say enough good things about the movie King Kong. And that soundtrack is out of sight. This soundtrack is not. This is King Kong Lives. It's not any good. Well, it's an exciting record jacket, but that's kind of where that ends. This was a okay film. 1976. King Kong. Soundtrack. Is this thing any good? Surprisingly, it is. Now this is sounding like a Ronco commercial. Anyway, yes, this is worth picking up if you see it. It's an exciting soundtrack. All right. These are little jokes, musical numbers from the TV show Laugh-In, 1969, from fabulous Burbank, California. This looks funnier than what it is, but it is worth your time. Definitely worth your time. Soundtrack to Laugh-In. All right. This is the soundtrack to the movie Lenny, starring Dustin Hoffman. And this one's okay. Don't pay more than $5 for it, but you know, it's pretty good. I've never seen the movie Lenny. I should order it on DVD and watch it. Because early Dustin Hoffman is, let's get that out of there, it's kind of hip. All right. So that's Dustin Hoffman, Lenny. Oh, this is a great way to end the video. I love these things more than I can say. Here we go. Laurel and Hardy motion picture soundtracks. And these are little sound bites from many Laurel and Hardy movies. And this baby,
I am now learning how to love and forgive my fellow man as I am learning to live.
there you go.
Live means to accept the Lord by
Movie soundtrack on a picture disc.
this I can do with Jesus at my side. We now have a love that will never subside.
How should I put this in here? Because one of these is cracked.
Jesus Christ,
There.
Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ, Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
I'm not even going to say anything about this. These next albums I'm going to show, I'm not going to describe them. I'm not going to tell you what they're like. I don't need to. If you don't know, I feel bad for you. Here we go. Laurel and Hardy. This little record is Oliver Norvel Hardy singing The Trail of the Lonesome Pine. And this one is this one is them singing at the ball. You get right in there. Actually, I should put that in a little piece of plastic. Anyway, Laurel and Hardy, 7-inch. Little songs from the movies.
Once upon a time, a drug dealer was arrested for selling dope. He was charged with
All right, and this little Laurel and Hardy 7-inch is them singing Let Me Call You Sweetheart, and the fabulous, the wonderful Honolulu Baby from Sons of the Desert. All right. This is another fabulous Laurel and Hardy motion picture soundtrack record. This has got little sound bites from Country Hospital, Pardon Us, Night Patrol, Toad in a Hole, The Music Box, Thicker Than Water, Dirty Work, Saps at Sea. If you're a Laurel and Hardy fan, you will dig this. You'll dig all these if you're a Laurel and Hardy fan, which I am a Laurel and Hardy obsessive. Okay, this beauty. This is the entire Laurel and Hardy Way Out West movie on a record album. This is the whole thing. All the audio from Way Out West by Laurel and Hardy on a record. I don't know how they did it. I am so glad that they did. All right. And this is the entire Sons of the Desert movie on a record. And this thing feels kind of heavy. So what's in this? Oh, I know what this is. When I first bought this off of Discogs, they sent me a copy of the vinyl, or maybe it was a copy of the jacket that was just horrible, and I had to pay for another one. It wasn't expensive enough to fight the price. Must have been the jacket, yeah. They sent me a jacket that was in horrible condition, so I actually have 2 of these soundtracks to Sons of the Desert by Laurel and Hardy. And I'm keeping both of them. What a great movie this was. And still is. Alright, this is not stopping, and I'm glad it's not stopping. This is Laurel and Hardy, In Trouble Again, and these are little sound bites from Below Zero, Trumpet Oxford, Pardon Us, Perfect Day, Any Old Port, Busybodies, Below Zero, Their First Mistake. Just great, great Laurel and Hardy 20-minute shorts. Get in there. And this one I bought in San Francisco, California. Laurel and Hardy, Naturally High. Horrible album cover. Wonderful record. It's got stuff from Swiss Miss, Blockheads, Way Out West, Bohunks, Pardon Us, Helpmates, and many, many more. What a wonderfully fun record to listen to. Alright, this is another Laurel and Hardy record. This one's called Another Fine Mess. And this has got experts. Well, they were experts, but it's got excerpts from Toad in a Hole, One Good Turn, Scram, The Live Ghost, Pardon Us, Swiss Miss, The Fixer-Uppers, Brats, Twice Two, Come Clean, Bohunks, Their First Mistake. Many wonderful 20-minute Laurel and Hardy shorts are on this thing. I wouldn't be without it. There you go. That's the end of them. No, it's not. Here we go. Wow. It's hard working a 13-hour shift after like 4 or 5 hours sleep. Anyway, you're going to be glad you stuck around. Unless you don't even know what this is, and then you'll be confused that you stuck around. Are you ready? There was a movie called Harold and Maude. You may have heard of it, and it has Ruth Gordon in it, and it actually has the Harold guy, or the actor that plays Harold, also played in the movie MASH. All right. They did it wasn't really a soundtrack to the movie, it was just what they could get, I guess, of the audio from the movie. So a lot of what's on this thing isn't even in the movie. Anyway, they made the black 180 gram, 1,000 copies, 900 for retail. Transparent blue, 300 copies, 250 for retail. Red, 300 copies, 250 for retail. Transparent brown with multicolor splatter, 300 copies, 250 for retail. Then there's silver and gold, purple and white, pink, purple split, green, yellow and white, all of them 300 copies, 250 for retail. Then there's the picture disc. They made 200 copies, and it was just a promotional thing. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready for the last one? Glow in the dark, blue, 50 copies for promotional purposes only. Guess which one I'm going to show you. That's right, babies. This is the 50 glow in the dark of Harold and Maude. Let's get into this thing. I didn't pay as much for this as you think I would. There you go. There's the gatefold. Now this thing, nothing in there. This thing looks very bootleg. And because the glow-in-the-dark process that they used on this is really crappy, this sounds horrible. There's clicks and pops like you wouldn't believe in this thing. It's a hard listen. I really should try to get one of the other ones so I have something that's listenable. Because this thing, the rarest one, jeez, it's not listenable. Although you'd think a weirdo like me would enjoy the clicks and pops. Anyway, it comes with this little 7-inch. And this is radio spot announcements, which are little radio spot announcements that advertise the movie. This side has nothing on it. This one is the radio spots. And there you go. But wait, there's more. This is Songs by Cat Stevens from the original motion picture soundtrack Harold and Maude. This one has Don't Be Shy, and if you want to sing out, sing out. And it is white vinyl, and that's what it looks like. Anything else? Oh, there's a little thing in here. There's the lyric sheet for Don't Be Shy, and if you want to sing out, sing out. Alright, let's put this back in here. Okay. But that's not all. In this little bag is a Kiss style book and also a poster for the vinyl release of the soundtrack to Harold and Maude. Now I'll put that in later. And here's the little book. Sing out with Cat Stevens as he sings 10 knockout hits. And there's a shot from where they're filming the movie. And this is just a book about the movie and the soundtrack. So let's put this back where it belongs. Okay. I promised you I would end this video with something completely unique, and I did. The glow-in-the-dark, bootleg looking, even though it's not a bootleg, it's official. Anyway, copy of the soundtrack to Harold and Maude.